LeBron James and Kevin Durant again will be the captains of the two teams in this year's All-Star Game to be held February 20th in Cleveland. James, who has now been captain 5 straight seasons since the NBA has used the system to pick its teams, and Durant is captain for a 2nd straight year, earning the honor by finishing with more fan votes than anyone in their respective conferences. Props to him. James has now made 18 All-Star teams, tying Kobe Bryant for 2nd place all-time. Joining LeBron as the starters out west, Steph Curry, Ja Morant, along with the Joker and Andrew Wiggins. From the East, KD joined by DeMar DeRozan, Trae Young, Joel Embiid, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. KD unlikely to play while nursing from a knee injury. Here he is, my guy, Big Perk. I like it, I like it, I like it. The whole thing that's happening there, Perk. Ready
Appreciate
for Friday.
It, Molly. What's going on?
Ready
What's going
for
on,
Friday.
Stephen A?
What's up, big boy? What's going on, man?
You look up when you see me on the TV.
I'm looking at now. I'm looking at. I was actually
Perk, I
going
do
to
the
ask you
same
about
thing.
the chain.
I always need eye
you about
contact.
chain, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I love the
kind of
chain.
like that. I kind of like that.
I love the chain.
Not as much as I like the Santa Claus, the Santa Perk outfit, but I like that.
Yeah, that was special.
Right.
Monica McNutt and I did enjoy story time that day.
That was hilarious.
How good was that?
I mean, I had bad lungs and y'all almost choked me up. I mean, I was laughing so hard.
That was so funny. Stephen A., do you have a problem with the starters?
I don't want to say a problem. I disagree.
Okay.
And I couldn't wait to tell you what I did, Perk, because obviously you know I got to vote, and I want to emphasize that I voted, you know, a couple weeks ago. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't today. You know what I'm saying? So I want to make sure everybody know that. All right, Perk. Let me go to the Western Conference first. Once upon a time, I said I wouldn't give Andrew Wiggins, I'd give Andrew Wiggins away for a bag of cookies. I don't feel that way now. I'm very proud of what that brother has done. I'm happy for him that he was an all-star, that he's an all-star starter. But for me, I said Rudy Gobert. Because Rudy Gobert, 15 rebounds, more than 2 blocks per game, his defensive prowess and presence, and obviously the success of the Utah Jazz this year as well. Rudy Gobert is a defensive force, and I don't like how the bigs get ignored, which I'm sure you appreciate from me, okay? In the Eastern Conference is where I didn't pick Trae Young as a starter. I know he's an all-star, but I didn't pick him as a starter. I had to go Darius Garland. I'm looking at this brother. Now, remember, Perk, I wanted the Knicks to draft him.
Yeah.
I wanted them to draft him. I said, you need a point guard. And I wanted them to draft Halliburton after they passed on him. But I'm just telling Garland's real. Now, you're averaging 19 points, shoot 36% from 3-point range. Forget all that, because I know Trae averaging 27 or whatever. Now, Atlanta has won 5 straight today. They were 17 and 25. Trae Young only missed about 3 games this year. You've been there while this team is struggling. And I want Trae, because I love Trae Young, but I want Trae Young to understand, you the point guard, bro. You the star of that franchise. That roller coaster that y'all were on, it ain't just about your numbers. You got a responsibility to lead, young brother, because you the point guard. You ain't some forward that's center relying on somebody else. You running that team. And so because you running that team the way Atlanta was looking, I juxtaposed that, KP, to Darius Garland. The brother got handled. The brother could shoot. The brother could get to the basket. He can pass. He's averaging 19 a game, 45, 46% shooting. And I'm looking at Cleveland, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not picking them. It's Milwaukee, it's Brooklyn. I get it. The Cleveland Cavaliers could come out of the East. They're that good. And that young, let me end it by saying this to you, KP. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Right now, this young Cleveland Cavaliers team, coached by Bickerstaff, who's doing an outstanding job, Coach of the Year candidate. If LeBron James was on that squad, they could win it all right now. That's how good Cleveland has been. If LeBron James was on there, they could win it right now. And Wilbon, who I thought was off his rocker, actually gave me cause to pause because he said LeBron might think about going back to Cleveland. I wouldn't blame him based on how they looked. Look right now. Floor's yours.
I'm telling you, I was watching them the other night, and it wasn't one empty seats in the stands. And they're fun to watch. Real quick, Stephen A., they have the best defensive tandem in the league when it comes to playing two bigs and Jared Allen and Evan Mobley.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I had to say about the Cavs. Now, here's the thing. I also got an opportunity for the first time to vote for the All-Star game, All-Star players.
Starter.
And
Okay,
so,
starters. Go ahead.
And so here's the thing. I didn't have Trae Young there. And the reason I didn't have him there is because, yes, they are on a 5-game winning streak, but I had Zach LaVine. I thought that Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan both deserve, especially where the Bulls are right now, I thought that they both deserve to be starters. Again, listen, here's the thing. There's a lot of things that I need to address when it comes to the All-Star game and picking All-Stars, all right?
Okay.
First of all, we need to understand that the starters are basically the fans, right? Majority of the starters the percentages goes to the fans. They want to see excitement. They want to see guys that put up numbers and that's going to entertain them.
Okay.
And a lot of people are mad right now because they're saying, how is the Phoenix Suns the #1 team and they don't have one NBA All-Star starter in the game? Because what you don't realize is this. Who are you taking out? You definitely are not taking out Ja Morant, and you damn sure ain't taking out Steph Curry. Now, they're still going to get in just as reserves. But here's the thing about the NBA All-Star game overall, right? I believe that when you're picking NBA All-Stars, whether it's reserves or starters, you have to not only have to put up numbers, but you have to win. And I think that's why the reserves be so tricky, because you know who vote for the reserves? The coaches. But I will say this, and the last thing, I'm so proud of Andrew Wiggins. You know why? Because the first time in his career, he didn't have to be held accountable of being the #1 pick. And then all of a sudden, you saw him play free basketball. He was free, becoming one of the best two-way players in the game today. I'm so happy that he finally got his just due, because he has taken so much criticism since the time he got drafted, that I told everybody when he got drafted to the Golden State Warriors, I said, listen, this is going to be life-changing for him. And
Perk,
it is.
we got to go.
Yeah, we're
One
up
other
against
reason
it.
he needs to be applauded. Andrew Wiggins also was hesitant about taking the vaccine. He's a Jehovah's Witness, from what I'm told, and took it because my team needs me.
Yeah, challenging decision, especially with the religious factor. Big Perk, we'll check you out on NBA Today later with my girl Malika Andrews and
appreciate
Janae
y'all.
Ogumake. Come back,
Good
visit us
seeing
again
y'all.
soon. Coming up, Carmelo Anthony was not having it in Philly. We'll get into that in just a bit. But we also have plenty of football to get to. 3 straight AFC